He has COVID.
Does he?
Okay, this is it.
He's going to hell.
Does he have COVID?
Does he have COVID?
He has C19. He's going to hell.
Does he? The only thing that could prove to me, and I know this is not going to sound that good, the only
I
thing
know.
that could prove to me that Trump has COVID?
I know.
If
As
he
if he
dies
dies.
from COVID.
Everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying
Because
that.
he can't
Everybody's
handle
saying
COVID.
that.
He doesn't look like a guy that can
He's
handle COVID.
the exact age group that he's the targeted age group
Right.
for highest killers.
Doesn't look healthy.
He's sick, he's overweight,
Yeah.
preconditioned, doesn't eat well, doesn't exercise. You know what I mean? Like everything that kind of.
He has the best medication, man.
But he's.
Best doctor.
The best medication.
There is medication.
Well, now we're gonna
So
see.
who's lying?
Now
Who's
we're
lying
gonna
to?
see.
That's right.
Okay, so another
He
theory.
used a detergent. Wasn't he telling people to bleach? Bleach will do it. No, gargle some bleach every morning.
He says he was being sarcastic when he
No,
said
he
that.
said it though. He said it and he denied it. So I don't know. Maybe he should give it a try himself.
Right?
Heard bleach works. Try it.
Try bleach.
Javex, that brand will be a good one.
I've never seen a man
Javic's
lie so
a
much
good
in my life.
Well, this is what, and this is why it's sad, because it's almost like the boy who cried wolf. Because now that he's sick, most Americans don't even believe him. You've got people coming out saying they don't believe him. They don't believe it.
No,
It's just too convenient. We just had the horrible debate. I don't even know what that was.
Okay.
And then he looked embarrassed.
Yeah.
They should be embarrassed. Both of them should be embarrassed.
Brown boy. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the debate then. Let's talk about the debate. Everybody watched the debate?
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right. So how did we feel? Okay, based on the debate, who would you vote for? Okay, look, I needed to count. Based on the debate, who would you vote for?
For who?
Based on the debate, who
The
would you
mediator.
vote for? Right? No, but Trump or
Because
Biden?
He was more. He was more.
I know.
He was more sane than anyone else.
It was so messy.
Wallace it is.
It was so messy. Who would you vote for based on the debate alone?
I just told you, man. I can't.
Biden or Trump? Neither of them were very impressive to you?
No.
So you'd be a non-vote.
Yo,
If you had to choose one.
Oh man. Thank God I don't live there, man.
If you had to choose one based on the debate and their answers, who would you choose?
it had nothing to do with the debate,
Yeah.
first of all, because I didn't learn anything from the debate.
Yeah,
Sound
yeah.
like my son and his friends arguing in the schoolyard. But based on the only reason I picked Biden.
Your son argues smarter than
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's-
Cool.
What do you put
Cool.
I've never heard him talk
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
But I would pick Biden.
So your dad chose
Because-
Biden. Write down your dad chose Biden. Not under A or B. Just put further down. Pete, one vote for Biden. Or you can even just put Pete Biden. Yes.
Biden. Uncle Kevin, how do you spell Biden? The only reason I'll vote for Biden, because he has a black woman as a vice president.
So that's working for you. That's working for you.
I don't know anything about his
I agree with
policies
that.
or anything.
What difference does a
I
black
agree.
vice
I just don't-
president
okay.
make? A woman as a black
I
vice
want to see that
president.
happen. I'd like to see, because we were just talking about this earlier. God bless you, Joe Biden, but you're not going to make it for 4 years, bro.
Oh my God.
That's too funny.
He's not going to do the 4. He can't. He's too old.
Or even 8.
He ain't gonna do the time.
Can't do 8. There's no way.
The time is gonna be too hard.
Can't do 8.
Okay, based on the debate, who would you vote for? Just based on the debate alone.
Put my name?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Biden.
Okay,
because-
here we go. Another vote for Biden.
Not just the reason I said unfortunately is just because debate was horrible.
Yeah.
The worst one I've ever seen in my life. Ever. But yeah.
It
looked- you know what it looked like? It looked
Trump
like-
didn't talk a single thing on policy in that debate.
No.
It looked like, you know, like when two boxers,
Sorry.
you know, when they have the
Yeah, the
press
pre.
meeting,
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah. Yeah. Tensions were so high.
yeah. Well, I knew Trump was gonna do that. Anyway. That was predictable.
It doesn't seem like they like each other.
I knew it.
He was gonna go hard on him. He already said it before.
I already knew it was gonna
That's
go
why
hard.
he was interrupting.
I was watching
It was
it
all.
for entertainment. I was watching. If someone
Everybody.
watched it to learn something,
Yeah.
you were a fool.
It was the highest rated
Real
debate in
talk.
history.
If you watched the
highest debate in
debate to
history.
actually
Yeah.
find out what they were actually going to debate about, you're a fool.
There'll be 0 people watching. 0.
Oh yeah, for sure. Depending on who. Who
would
would
I
you
vote?
vote for?
Oh,
I didn't
Biden.
think I'm gonna have
Another
debate.
vote for Biden based on the debate. Who would you vote for based on the debate alone?
Off the record?
Yeah, on the record.
On the record.
Off the record. No, this is very much on the record.
Can you turn the camera off and I'll tell you?
We're gonna put a beep.
Yeah, Trump.
Okay, good. And tell us why. One for Trump.
I'm voting for Trump.
That's fine.
One for Trump?
And one for Trump. And why?
You
then?
see what I mean? Why?
No. Just,
Can you?
just tell us why.
Why? Because I think he's gonna do another good 4 years. That's
Good 4 years.
I got something to share with you guys afterwards.
Trump, though.
Of course, you're allowed to pick Trump. Yes, you're allowed to pick Trump.
Because they're
It's
gonna
not
think it's
popular.
he's
It's not-
racist. I'm
Okay.
not picking Trump.
Okay.
I'm not picking Trump because you believe he's a racist. I'm picking Trump because he's done 4 years. Let him do another 4 years, and see what happens. That's it.
Okay, and this is my
I don't
problem.
think you should start off with Biden
You know what? It's true.
under 4 years, and then 8 years. Like, I don't think you should go that way.
Sean, you have a good point because you know why? Why only crash half the car? You might as well just. It's true, right? You do an insurance scam. You go to
You
this
ruined
permit.
America this much. Finish it
I
off.
don't think America's been
He was
ruined.
in charge of the Gardner too, so you can
I think, and I'm not sure.
highway.
But he didn't ruin America.
This is what I'm
He
saying.
divided America.
That's for sure.
Okay.
That's for sure.
So no, but
Yeah, but
no,
technically,
what I'm saying is that him dividing it is ruining it. But he's divided America. He's made them show their true colors, their true face, and now we're gonna see a civil war. Basically,
Yay!
there's gonna be something. There's gonna be a change.
yeah.
John said Trump.
So Trump, I say Trump in the next 4 years, there will be a huge change in America, good or bad. That's why I say Trump. I'm voting Trump because I would like to see change, finally. Because okay, so if Trump gets voted in, there might be civil war, which means that there's going to be no peace until there's actual change.
Okay, let's talk about the.
Now if Biden gets in and everybody's going to go back to the way it was, that doesn't make no sense.
Huh?
That's what I
Interesting.
say.
Interesting.
But the way he said that he's not gonna, if he loses the election, he's gonna have the Supreme Court look after it, and he's gonna have the Proud Boys ready. If something happens, yeah, pretty much he said it. It's like they're gonna be, people's gonna be ready. Yeah.
The army has to remove him.
There's a lot of people that are arming themselves on the other side, on the left side too now.
Everybody should arm themselves.
They're getting
Yeah,
ready.
everybody should arm themselves.
I think Trump needs to be voted into.
Okay. Let's talk about Trump and white supremacy. How should he have answered that question?
No, he answered it honestly. He supports them, so at least I know where he stands. See the thing about it? I like to know who's my racist. I don't want to be hiding in the closet and I don't know where he is. I like to see that he's standing right there and I'm like, okay, I know what you stand for. Simple.
Lisa, do you
I didn't
support the
expect
Black
him to
Panthers
go
as a black person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Black
So then if
Panthers.
he says that he supports the white supremacist as
You
a white
think Black
person,
Panthers
well
is
then,
black supremacy?
I'm saying as a movement. As a
movement. Not, it has nothing to do with what they're
If a white
going
person
for.
votes for a white,
Can we get a
why wouldn't they? Why they're white? No?
small one?
Okay? True? So if a black person votes for a black person, like Peter said that he's voting for Biden because of who? The black vice president. So that's a black person voting for black. No?
Okay, I think
So-
there's a difference between white
What-
and white supremacy.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, white supremacy has been. We're not talking about burning crosses and things anymore, right? You're talking about white supremacy as in the militias. You're talking about white supremacy as the policing that has been going on, right? They changed the cloak, the hood for the hat,
badge.
right? The badge, whatever you want to say. So I believe that what Trump is saying he agrees on is his own people.
Okay, so that is his base, and that is why I feel like
That's how
he
won
was
the last one.
hesitant. He was hesitant to answer it, but the way he answered it, you guys, I don't feel like
Actually,
he
you know what he
understood.
did?
I don't feel like he felt like he was taking a position
He knew what
with
he
white
said.
supremacy.
Listen,
Okay.
That term, stand by, in an arm, it's an army.
Stand back and stand by.
Stand back and stand by is an army term. Okay? It means stand back and be prepared to fight. Armed, ready to go. He knew exactly what he said. People who say he stumbled on it. No. That is a well-known Army phrase.
Not that I'm not saying he when they first asked him, he was hesitant and he was very conscious of how he was going to answer the question. Because that's his base. That is his base.
Okay, hold on.
He knew exactly what is he talking about. This is why he wants the Supreme Court, the last one. Look how lucky can you be? 3 Supreme Court judges died in his term, in 1/3. Never happened in the history of America.
Right? So back to
I
that
think
term.
Barack Obama after 8 years only had one.
He barely got it. So back to that term. That tells me a lot. That means Trump surrounded himself amongst Army personnel who share his same views. Okay, we just had an issue
So that's the feeling it's
in
giving
Canada with one of the regiments with the guy. He was part of the Proud Boys or whatever, right? So he surrounded himself by Army personnel who have that same kind of racial views. So that's been said around him in his ranks many a time. That pause, when he paused, he thought how much of an impact by me saying this if I say this. That's what it was to me. That's how I read it. It was very calculated, and I was watching his body language, and I'm like, he knew what he was saying.
Trump
Okay.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Tell me. Okay, based on the debate, who are you voting for? Based only on the debate.
I didn't listen to a debate. All I listened to is Trump. And a few months ago, he came on the TV and said, "We don't have a problem.
That's right.
They only got 6 million people infected." And now he's saying, "We got a problem." He's got a big problem.
You saw he's got COVID now.
He screwed up.
Yeah.
Now he's got COVID.
Yeah, I know. He's got it, and his wife's got it.
Yeah, and now one of the sons got it too.
Oh, really? I didn't even hear that. What should Trump have said when they asked him about white supremacy?
What he should have said? He should have just denounced them. Say what they want you to say. He should have said what they wanted him to say. That's all. What's the big deal? Just say it.
He's denouncing them now. He was on somebody's radio show, the Sean Hannity radio show.
Denounces any of those militia groups, he's guaranteed he loses his election.
He has. No. He did. He did denounce.
Himself in his foot.
It is his base, but
He's
he
not
has
gonna-
gone back.
Trump's not stupid, eh?
Okay.
He's not going to shoot
I feel
himself
like-
in the foot.
Trump is a part of the 1%.
Okay.
The
Just 1
1%.
second, Trump.
It's
Just
not
1 second,
about
Trump.
money people, eh?
I know, but this is
about
my
the
point.
power people,
He
the
went
people
on
with
to
power.
he went on to a radio show, I think the day after, to denounce white supremacy.
Yeah, 3 days later. I heard
Yeah,
about that.
he did. He did actually
Which
denounce
is
it.
bullshit.
The thing is,
you can't retract something that you didn't mean.
he's actually in a position where he doesn't have to support that. He honestly, and it was Andrew Schultz. Yeah, he could have easily said, "I don't support supremacy
Right.
of any race."
Yes.
Here's
yes.
the thing.
Yes. He
As
could've totally
president,
said-
you're not supposed to support the
you
supremacy
shouldn't-
of any race.
There's no
That's
bias.
the
You
safest
should
thing
not
to
supposed
say.
Yes.
Lisa, Listen. He hedged his bet. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what exactly he did. So, Trump is the type of person, because he has an ego, that he needs to find a way out if he loses, right? I.e., rigged
excuse,
election.
sir. Yeah.
You know, so he's hedging his bet so that way, if he does lose, he could say, this is because of this, it was because of this, it was because of this, it was because of this, right? And then also, by him denouncing it 3 days later, which, why would it take you that long when it's been going on for 4 years during your presidency?
Yeah.
When he's been asked that question many times, so it shouldn't have been a surprise that he denounced it again when he denounced it many times before. So that's what I'm saying. It was strategic. He knew what he was doing, and that's why 3 days later he came out and he said he denounces all forms, and his wording was very clear. He said all forms. He didn't say specifically the Proud Boys. By him saying all
Yeah.
forms, that means he could denounce Black Lives
Yeah,
Matter.
exactly.
He could denounce
Anybody that
anything
represents
that
that.
has a
Yeah.
kind of-
Puppet.
Yeah.
Trump is just a puppet. There's people pulling the strings behind Trump. No matter what Trump says, there's people behind him that will not say things on the media, will not say things on camera, that are pulling the strings against Trump. Trump is just a stepping stone. And the New World Order that is coming wants him and needs him in power.
I don't even know. Okay, so far. First of
They
all,
won.
the New World Order
Not
is
even-
here.
We're not even talking about the U.S.
Look at the floor. The New World Order, sir, is here.
So-
it's not
so
coming.
who-
It's arrived.
So
It's arrived.
who's gonna get empowered? The guy that's gonna take these off the floor, or the one that's gonna keep them on the floor?
Who do you think? Exactly.
The one
Exactly.
that's gonna keep those
Exactly.
on the floor.
Who's keeping them on the floor?
Trump is gonna keep them on the floor.
Biden wants to keep them on the floor. Trump wants to open up
Yeah,
the
but Biden
economy.
is not
Trump,
a good enough
Trump is saying
candidate.
that flipping COVID is a hoax.
No, but what I'm saying
Biden
is,
is
that
saying-
he makes money off of this. Trump makes money
No,
off of
you
this.
gotta understand
No,
what's
I
the
think
scam.
Biden make more money.
Biden wants to
not gonna
keep
get
the mask
voted
and the
in.
stuff on the floors, you guys. You guys think this is a
Biden's
joke?
a pedophile, man.
And Biden's a pedophile.
Biden's not gonna get
And
voted
Biden's
in.
a pedophile.
Biden a pedophile.
Okay. Look, I need you on the score. We're gonna do blind election. We're gonna do blind election now. So blind election. You know, I think it's important to vote based on the campaign promises, not the person, right? So I'm gonna give you candidate A and candidate B, and I'm actually I'm gonna have you just do it per question. And if you, thanks, Kev. And if you agree with candidate A or B,
So-
say who you're voting for based on that one thing.
So you want
Okay.
me to you want me to put the question?
Keep score.
Or
No,
just the score?
you can keep.
Take home with you, okay? Just put this on. Okay, what?
You can
So
keep.
it's either
You can
A
keep
or
track
B.
of the numbers. That's right.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So the first one is how they're dealing with COVID-19. So candidate A, when it comes to COVID-19, is saying that the economic pains are too great to delay reopening the economy. If we don't beat the virus, we'll never get back to full economic strength. And they believe in free public testing.
Okay.
That's candidate A.
Right.
Candidate B believes that states and local governments have to be responsible for enforcing the mask mandates. And both candidates believe in fast tracking the vaccine.
Okay.
Who would you vote for based on that? Candidate A or candidate B? Who sounded more?
What was candidate B again? What did they say?
Candidate B believes that the states and local governments should be responsible for mandating masks. That's what she should be responsible for. Both of them believe in a free vaccine, and candidate A says that we have to open up the economy as soon as possible because of how bad it's becoming.
I'm going with B. How many? Who's A or B, guys?
I don't
You
know.
know what?
I'll read it again.
I didn't hear.
I'll read it again. So when it comes to COVID-19, candidate A is saying that the economic pains are too great to delay reopening the economy. If we don't beat the virus, we'll never get back to full economic strength. And candidate B is saying that states and local governments should be responsible for mandating or enforcing people wearing masks. And both candidates feel like,
about the vaccination.
yeah.
A or B? A or B?
I say B.
B?
Take care, Paul.
What do you want, B or A or B?
Hey, that's
I
why
didn't hear
she's
both
laughing at
sides.
us right now.
The government
So
is
just when it comes to
responsible for us.
COVID-19,
We pay the government to. be
candidate A is
responsible for
saying
us.
the economic pains are too great to delay reopening the economy. And then candidate B is saying that states and local governments should be responsible for enforcing the wearing of masks. So based on that alone, who would you vote for? Candidate A or candidate B? Don't try to guess who's
No,
here.
I know who it is. I'm gonna say A. I'm gonna go
A?
with A on that.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with A. 'cause he's fine. Yeah, can't handle it. I don't think we should be shut shit down.
Sean.
Well, Biden never said we should shut down
I
the
said
economy.
Okay.
Sorry,
Did you hear?
Trump doesn't want to shut down.
question B.
Did you hear the question?
Biden said we should shut down the
Okay, so when it comes to choose a candidate, when it comes to COVID-19, candidate A is saying that the economic pains are too great to delay reopening the economy, and candidate B is saying that states and local governments have to be responsible for enforcing the wearing of masks.
Which one I'll go with? I'll go candidate B, man.
B? Okay,
One for B,
B.
one for A.
Okay, cool. Taxes now. When it comes to taxes.
You had free rides today.
Hey,
When it comes to taxes.
taxes, poor people in America.
When it comes to taxes.
Poor people in America doesn't pay taxes, so don't even go there.
Candidate A promises.
Poor people in
Sorry,
America
one
don't pay
second.
taxes.
Candidate A promises to slightly raise the corporate tax
Poor people pay
from
taxes
21% to
here. But in America,
28%.
They don't pay no taxes. They don't pay no federal
Candidate A promises to slightly raise the corporate tax from 21% to 28%.
Yeah.
What's the second?
I'll read. I just want to make sure everybody has heard the first one.
Okay, and candidate B.
Candidate B promises to provide tax relief for middle class families.
I'm going B.
What do you consider middle class?
B.
That's the next thing.
Good question. What do you consider middle class? Yeah, I feel like it's that. Yeah.
Less than $100,000
Yeah.
a year.
I would go with B.
For
Less than
family of
$100,000 is middle class? No way in hell.
middle class is an earning of between $40,000 to $85,000 a year.
But who was making 40?
Single parent or
That's not gonna work.
Right, that's a family.
That's not gonna
is
work.
that a combined income?
He
or is
didn't
that a single
specify.
parent?
He didn't specify. The problem is, yeah, the problem is, yeah.
We'll say a combined household income of less than $100,000.
Okay, so you're going for. Sorry, we've got
I'm
one vote.
I'm picking B.
Who's voting for A?
Peter picked B.
Hey,
You pick A.
It was corporate, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to increase the corporate tax?
Yeah.
One
And Sean is saying same thing.
A.
Slightly increase corporate tax.
hey,
Okay.
A couple in the states that doesn't make middle class money.
No, they don't.
They make like $30,000 a year.
Wow. That's why they're so upset. You can't have cops making $30,000 a year. No, I heard their pensions are paying out like $1 million or something.
If they die in the.
Oh, okay.
Watch this. Hold on, wait. Here's the kicker. You guys voted.
A cop has to be a bouncer after his shift.
Okay, listen.
I know.
You guys voted
What's that?
for someone who said that they're going to raise corporate tax from 21 to 28%, right?
Yeah.
At the same token, they just gave $4 billion or $4 trillion worth of corporate relief in taxes to those same corporations.
My glasses.
So at the end of the day, if they raise it 7%,
They don't feel it.
they're not doing nothing.
There you go.
They're not doing nothing. And anyways, they have so many tax loopholes that even if you increase it by 7%, they're gonna get back more money anyways. All right, next
Okay.
question.
Racial and social justice. Racial and social justice. So candidate A wants to build back better, has plans to expand affordable housing for people of color. Which is like, I don't know, I found that a bit racist
I
because
already
it's
know-
like,
I know who-
only people of color need affordable housing? Like, let's expand affordable housing for everybody. We can all,
That's what I'm
we
saying.
all need affordable housing.
Hey, we don't. Hey, as black people, we don't need hand-me-downs.
There you go.
We don't need hand-me-downs. Honestly, we need
Equal opportunity.
equal opportunity.
Yeah.
When we go to the bank, we need the same.
Come on!
We need the same opportunity as other.
They have to understand that it starts with the banks. I really need
starts with the
Trudeau to
banks.
understand that. I need Trudeau to understand that. Because I feel like he gave us $350 million and there's still going to be problems at the banks.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, so let's get to
Okay,
this one.
sorry. And then candidate B is saying, okay, so candidate A is build back better, has plans to expand
basically
affordable housing.
More Ontario housing, more
Yeah,
projects. That's
yeah.
what basically it is.
Yeah.
That's how we
And
do
B
it.
is
Is that a good
saying,
idea?
and B is saying,
That's what we do.
create 3 million new jobs to bridge historical disparities.
B. I think
create 3 million new jobs to bridge historical disparities.
Well, hey, what type of job they're creating?
Oh my gosh, I don't
Peter.
A or B.
A or B.
Hey,
B. I'm taking B.
B. That's
I
two
don't want no
for B.
affordable
what type of
housing.
job they're creating?
A or B.
affordable housing.
Okay, so you go.
And I don't know, 3 million jobs. He didn't specify
No,
what type
what
of
you
job.
pick?
That's-
A or
that's the
B?
next thing you gotta work at.
Hey, what are you picking? A or B?
To go, to go to the restaurants and work for
Yeah, but nobody wants that.
Do you want more projects or more
That's
jobs?
exactly what the
Which one?
natives
More
say.
what's going to help the black
What
community
the
or
natives
people of color? More projects or more jobs?
projects.
Okay.
projects?
So he's saying A. He's saying more
Okay,
projects.
Projects, not like
Affordable housing is a project. That's
No,
what it is.
no, like construction, more constructions and those sort of stuff.
So you want A? So you're picking A.
Yeah.
More affordable housing.
Yes.
No,
But remember you said you don't want a
no,
handout.
Remember, jobs.
The way they
Like,
word it.
Yeah, but the job isn't necessarily.
That's the way you word it.
The jobs aren't necessarily going to go to people that need the affordable housing.
All the private corporations build it, and then they
Yeah.
sign it with the
And they're
city.
making the money.
You know how much money they
Hey,
make?
Yeah.
Because they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Whether you pay or not, they're getting paid by the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Have you seen some of this affordable housing in the States?
No.
Have you seen some of these places?
It's really bad.
They're called, what do you call it affordable housing? They're called something 9? Section 8, yeah.
Section
They
8.
built like 100 years ago. Those housings in the state,
Yeah.
those schemes. 100 days ago.
getting nothing. You barely get it right
That's it. They don't have no
At least,
elevators.
at least the projects back then were better, bigger, with balcony. Now the new project, affordable housing, is going to be a 400 square foot condo with no balcony and no parking.
Because of the suicide rates, they have no
Yeah.
balconies
Well, there you
anymore.
go.
The windows only open certain amount.
Yeah.
You can't even fully open.
The windows can't even open.
I wonder why people are killing themselves.
There you go.
That sounds like.
Let's seal these windows. 'cause this person got
Okay, you guys.
Doesn't that sound like a jail to you?
Yeah.
Sounds
Right?
like a jail to me.
Right? Okay, let's move on to fair pay. Fair pay.
Let me give you a quick call back, Fowler.
Fair pay. Fair and equal pay.
women and men.
There you go. Woman and man,
Women should
racial,
get paid less
fair
than
pay.
men.
Fair
No.
pay.
Just joking. I'm joking.
He's on his own.
Candidate Candidate A says it's past time we close the wage gap.
Okay.
Candidate B says
I think a woman doing the same job.
Candidate B says pay disparities are hard to measure because you can't really measure jobs.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what? I hate
Okay,
to
are
say it.
Pete and
I
Abraham
think
doing
B,
the same thing?
Because you don't want to become
Are
a
Pete and
socialist
Abraham
from
doing
this
the exact same thing?
Yeah.
No, they aren't.
You don't wanna
Pete's
be a
been doing it for
communist.
50 years. Abraham's been doing it for 20 years. It's not the same
It
thing.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
It's
matter.
not the same thing.
Has the same IQ.
You know?
It's hard to. I feel like it is hard to judge
Hold on,
jobs.
wait. The way pay should be, you should be paid based on performance,
Yes.
execution of the job,
Yes.
and the achievement of the goal.
Yes. There you
Okay?
go. There you
That's
go.
how pay should be dictated. You should not be paid less than me because you're a woman.
Yeah.
If you could accomplish the same goal as me.
There you go.
Now, there are going to be cases where physicality
Yeah.
is going to dictate the pay difference.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I have to pick up 100 bricks, you might not be able to pick up 100 bricks.
Yeah.
Because, and then there's a thing called piecework based on speed, certain amount of quotas. have
Yeah.
to be so those parts there are going to be a disparity based on physicality, but the pay wage gap should be closed.
So who do we agree with based on this one, you guys? A, it's past time we close the wage gap. B, it's hard to kind of.
It is hard. It's
Determine.
hard. B. I'm going with B. I'm going to be
Can we
honest.
vote on that one?
Far-fetched. They're not gonna do that.
3 B's. 4.
I think it's time to close the week, yeah.
Okay, so he's going with
He's A.
And Sean, A or B?
I was downstairs.
It's okay. Pay disparity.
I think
Candidate
so.
A is saying it's time to close the wage gap. Candidate B is saying pay disparities are difficult to determine because it's hard to measure jobs and stuff like that, right? Like compare jobs.
Okay, so
Half and half, right?
the age, the what do you call it? The gap? The gap you're talking about is between who?
Okay.
So who do you choose? Candidate A. Who do you agree with? Candidate A or B? Based on just those two issues, who would you vote for?
B, because I think
B.
men against women.
But Sebastian had a good question.
I think America is too fucked to get fixed.
50-year-olds against 20.
Sebastian had a good question.
Oh, what was your
They are
question?
too fucked to get fixed.
It was how are they measuring the wage gap? Like,
Yeah,
are
what's
they
it based on?
basing it off the average per year or what? Is it?
I don't know if it's based on just companies and just looking at what women in the same position as a man are making per year. Like if you and I both work for Apple and we have the same job, I might get 10% less than you, even though we have the exact same job.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you an example. Let's say me and you go apply at Apple.
Yes.
Okay? Same exact position. Okay? We have the same qualifications, right? You as a woman should not get paid less than me.
Yeah.
Nor should they look over you for not getting a job because you're a woman and picking me because I'm a guy.
Yes.
That's how I feel you should fix.
Yeah, but Apple
That's
goes
where the
over-
law should come in.
If you're over
For sure.
40, you
So if
can't
the
get
job,
a job at Apple either.
watch this. If the job says
They
it
want
pays
20-year-olds.
$100,000, when you get the job, they shouldn't give you 60,000.
Yeah.
They should give you the 100,000.
Yeah.
Or if the job says 100,000 and I get the job, they shouldn't give me 150,000 and just pay
I
you the
think sometimes
100,000.
I agree.
You see
I
what
think
I'm saying?
sometimes they're
That's
assuming
where the problem is.
that men know a little bit more than women do. Especially in technical positions, you're
Well,
thinking
I don't
he
know,
might
you'll
have
be
spent
surprised.
some more time.
No, you'll be surprised.
No, I'm not
You'll
saying
be
women
surprised.
do. I'm saying that's maybe where the thinking is coming
I
from.
think-
Look at NASA.
okay.
Look at NASA, a bunch of
Yeah.
other places. You got a lot of women working
Right?
there.
I think also, where people say that
Women get
argument
away with more though.
is because women tend to be out of the workforce more than men because they
They
tend
take
to
care of their
their
kids.
children,
Yeah.
right?
Do they get away with more?
And technically,
women
you're
get
supposed to
away
have a husband to make up for that wage gap.
Oh yeah, true.
Right?
True. But like I said, if a woman comes for an interview, I've never hired a woman before,
Yeah.
but I'm sure those big office buildings, if a woman comes in and she's beautiful,
Yeah. Oh, for
sexy,
sure. There's pretty
there's
privilege.
a bias.
But I'm
Yeah,
telling
there's a
you,
bias.
for sure. But
There's
the
a
joke
bias.
is, the
I
joke
want-
is.
I wanna see her
Okay,
every
I'll tell
day.
you this. I'll tell you this. Yes, but they'll still pay her less than a man.
You know what?
They'll give her the
I'll tell you
job,
a
but they'll
story.
still
I don't know if
technically
that's
pay her
true.
less than a man.
Surprised someone
Maybe.
would make
Maybe.
It is
Vanna
right.
White.
A manager at one of my old companies actually got fired because he was only hiring hot girls. It's true. He got fired for that because one day he was given a task to hire 50 people in a very short time.
Yeah.
Out of like the 50 people, 40 of them were hot girls.
Wow. You shouldn't get in trouble for that.
And half of them were strippers.
That's crazy.
The guy, then Vanna White made more money
Then
than
Pat Sajak?
Sajak.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
She was the face though.
She was the face of the show.
No, was she married to the
She was
producer?
the face of the
She was
show.
a star.
Vanna White went like this. That's it. Flip the letters.
She was the body.
Yeah, that's too
her
much.
popularity, her
She's
star,
different
was
to
high.
good.
Sexy, man. That's why.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Everyone wanted
Okay.
to see her.
What if it's
Wasn't her
you're
show.
talking about
Yeah,
disparaging
no,
men and
that's too
women,
much.
Yeah.
right? So disparaging, say you're in a same-sex marriage, right?
Yeah.
Who's getting more on a divorce?
But they're both men.
Well, wage disparity
so
is
who
about
gets more?
employment.
Which
Wage
man?
disparity is about employment.
The one that takes care of the kid at home, or the one that's at work?
You don't even have to be married to put that down.
You
You have to live together for.
That's a
few months
curveball
and
there. I don't know.
I don't understand.
So you know what?
Let's move on. Next question.
Okay, good. School safety, gun violence.
Okay.
Candidate A is saying, get weapons off the streets. Get weapons off the streets.
Okay.
Candidate B wants additional funding for school safety measures.
What's the measures?
I'm going with B.
What's the measures? Those questions are very big.
Yeah, but you just
That's the thing about political promises. They keep them as vague as possible.
Yeah, what
That's
is?
the whole point.
Yeah,
and they
but
never tell you how they're going to achieve
Oh my God, you have no idea. Like reading their going to like their actual campaign website.
You know what? I'm changing my vote. I'm going with candidate A. Wait. See, that's
Get
the
weapons
problem,
off
though.
the street?
Because that's code to me, right?
Hmm.
When you say getting weapon off the streets, how are you going to get the weapons off the street? That means you're going to arm the police. You're going to militarize the police even more, and then they're going to disproportionately attack certain groups of people
Yeah.
more than the others.
See, this is how
So
we
at
should
the end
be
of the
thinking.
day, if you want to get weapons off the streets, you should be going after the gun companies who are recklessly selling all these weapons on the
Interesting.
street. If you want to get weapons off the street, so
Interesting.
go after the people who are making the guns.
So who's your vote for, A or B? Get weapons off the
I'm
streets
kinda
or
tied.
additional funding for school safety measures?
I'm gonna go with B.
Pete?
Get guns off the street.
Hey, just get the
Pete's an A.
Just get the students all guns.
Education gets guns.
Let
And-
them protect themselves.
Which one are you at?
Because
A or B? Get weapons off the streets or wants additional funding for school safety measures?
what's the, I can't answer that one because I don't know what the school safety measures are. That's a very.
Okay, you got guns off the street.
Yeah, the guns
That's
off the
two.
street.
Peter, what are you picking?
Guns off the street.
Okay.
Guns off the street.
Guns off the
Sebastian, do you have a
street.
vote?
Then
Okay.
you won't need the safety
Sam, do you
measures
have a
at the
vote?
schools.
All right.
Not really.
No, and I. Okay,
You
go
won't
on.
need the safety measures.
Okay.
You got the guns off the street.
Okay. Now, what is their
Or safety
plan?
measures.
How would they get the guns off the street?
Exactly.
They haven't said. They
There's
haven't
no way.
said how
There's
they're
no
going
way.
to improve
They
school
can't.
safety, and they haven't said how they're going to get guns off the street.
They're gonna buy the guns off the criminals?
We tried that already.
They tried that already.
So, according to us, you can't get guns off of the
Can't
street.
get guns off the street. Especially when it's their Second Amendment right. So it's in their damn constitution that
Yeah.
they can carry a gun. So you can forget that idea. That's just code for police getting militarized and now they can target certain people and now they're justified to shoot
Yes.
so-called criminals and all this kind of shit. So
You're not used to that yet.
I'll put money in education any day.
Everybody's in a
Cool.
rush, my friend.
All right, you guys. And the final question is for historically black colleges. What is their plan? Candidate A, all undergrad tuition forgiven if you take less than, or if you make less than 125K. This is for all universities. So candidate A doesn't necessarily have a plan specifically for historically black colleges.
I think all schools should be free.
Candidate A is saying that, yeah, tuition will be free if you make less than 125K. But that's for everybody, not just for historically black colleges.
And then candidate B is saying what?
Did you hear that?
That's candidate A.
Candidate A, you make less than 125K, you shouldn't have to pay tuition whether you're black, any race. That's all schools.
Nobody replaced it.
And then what's the
Okay?
second
And then
one?
candidate B
You can't.
Well, let's see how Vidal's gonna do.
wants to increase federal donations to programs that strengthen black colleges.
I'm going with B.
You know? I don't think about
Candidate B wants to actually strengthen the programs,
Yeah. Because they're strengthening them is better.
like increase the donations, increase the federal donations to programs that strengthen black colleges. That's B. A or B?
No, I'm not going with that one. That was B. I'm going with
Yeah,
A.
so it's it's free tuition for everybody that makes under 125K, or increase the donations to historically black colleges.
They're paying coaches and stuff like that in the NCAA. NCAA.
Historically black colleges specifically.
Not all colleges.
Yeah, no, I'm still going with A.
A? Okay.
Sorry, let me get a vote
Sean?
from these guys.
Did you pick A or B?
Okay, so the last
the
topic,
last
you
one.
guys, is for historically black colleges.
Okay.
So candidate A is saying he wants tuition to be free for everyone that makes less than 125K, regardless of race or whatever.
Okay.
And candidate
Per
B,
family or individually?
good question. I bet it's
That's
both.
a huge difference.
Yeah. And then candidate B is saying that he wants to increase the donations to the programs that help fund the historically black colleges.
I'll go with the second one.
So candidate A or B?
Yeah.
Increase donations to black colleges or free tuition for everybody regardless of race?
free tuition. B.
Free tuition is A. He's saying A. Free tuition is
less than
A.
125,000.
Yeah.
How do you know if it's in
Okay. So initially, before we started up, who won the first one? Initially,
Biden.
we chose Biden. Just
won.
based on politics, based on everything else. Based on policies, Trump won. Trump won by a landslide. Like, he won by a lot. He won by a lot.
We said Biden first. But
Yeah,
we went with
exactly.
Trump's programs and
Exactly.
things. You said Biden. You
Exactly.
Said Trump, but you went with Biden.
Exactly. Ah! Well, on some of them, not all of them. In general, though, we all chose.
Okay, I want to address this. The
Please do.
blind election.
Please do.
Pretty much, yes.
I don't think what Trump is saying in theory
Nice talking to you.
of what he wants to do is wrong.
Yeah.
It's whether he's actually going to do it or not. And so far, he's not doing it. And it's done. I think he's doing it based off of reaction as opposed to.
Thank you.
I think he's doing it based off of reaction as opposed to his intention of, okay, I really want to fix this. I don't think Trump wants to ruin historically black colleges. Like, that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be a real wicked
No,
man.
you guys, he's donated unprecedented
Right?
amounts of money to them. I didn't even realize.
See, the thing with Trump, though, he does this classic thing of sleight of hand. So he gives you, but you don't see that he's actually giving more over here. So at the end of the day, this is pennies of what he's trying to do compared to the $4 trillion he gave to the 1%ers. $4 trillion compared to hundreds of billions of dollars is a big difference to me.
Okay.
So
let's talk about this now. Because
If
I
he
don't know if you've heard of
actually
this.
did
You've
it-
probably heard of this. The Platinum Plan for Black Americans.
what does that?
Okay. Have you heard of
Platinum plan?
Trump's Platinum Plan for Black Americans?
Never even heard of that.
Trump's Platinum. I'm so upset that this is not getting more
What is that?
coverage.
What is that?
Trump has a plan. This is Trump buying the black vote. And they didn't even bother to tell you guys that Trump is trying to buy the black vote. Trump has a $500 billion plan to bring blacks out of whatever they've been put into. And nobody is talking about it.
He wants him to go.
And nobody is talking about it.
Because
So what?
the blacks
The thing is,
are
I
making
feel
the
like
money.
I feel like it's time that our vote is earned, and this is him earning the vote. $500 million. $500 million. It's not about taking the money. It's about taking the money.
They're gonna
Okay?
take that money, and they're not gonna say anything because it's coming from Trump's hand. But you're not gonna turn away that money.
Platinum plan for Black Americans. Have you heard of it?
What's that?
Trump's platinum plan for Black Americans. $500 million
Not
plan.
even a lot of money.
That's not a lot of money.
$500 billion is a lot of money, you guys. It's about enough. It's about enough to solve the black problem. It's about enough to solve the black problem.
They spend more
It's
than
about
that-
enough to
they
solve the
spend more
black
than that to
problem.
lock us up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can keep that money.
No. I'm for this plan, you guys. And literally, I just found out about it. So then when I heard he is, Micah's not going to be anything over here in Canada. That's the saddest part about it. But I'm excited, and especially because I'm excited for Black Americans, and I want them to flipping know about it, because during COVID, you need an economic something. You need the government to be thinking economically about your race.
Listen,
He's trying not to give them even $300.
the bottom line is this. As far as I'm concerned, Black Americans, even Black Canadians too also, okay? Let's say Black North Americans, period.
Yes.
What we need to do is form our own political party
Amen.
in the States
Amen.
and in Canada.
Amen.
And we both work together
Amen.
for the better of Black North America.
Amen.
And on top of it, we should even take that same party, political party,
Yep.
and form one in Europe.
Love it.
Okay, in any Western country,
Love
we
it.
should have one party of our own, and we work in unison
I love that.
internationally.
I love that.
To make change in what we call white supremacy. In
I
the
love that.
Western nation.
I would like to call the party A New Day.
Yeah. Future Black.
A New Day.
A new day.
A New Day party.
Yeah. the new
Okay,
day
so what you're saying about now Trump don't want to give people $300 when I told you he's trying to save the black race. What are you saying now?
He didn't even give us $300. He fighted us to give us $300. Huh?
That's what I'm saying. Empty promises, guys. Empty promises.
Okay, final word. Final word on blind election.
Oh, man.
We chose Biden consciously. We unconsciously chose Trump. Final word.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? Like I said, I like some of the policies.
Yeah.
I'm not a Trump supporter at all, but I'm a supporter of common sense. How about that? Okay, and that's why I selected B overall, because I like some of the things he has to say. What can I say? I'm not embarrassed about it, but yeah, it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, so go Trump.
Like, what are you gonna give me if I do?
It's just to see who can do the most. Who can do the most steps? How many? I was having a problem doing 2.
Smash your shoulder, bro.
Let's see how many you can do. How many
can't go all
could
the way
how
down,
many
though.
could you do at your best?
This seems fragile. Are you taking this?
Of course, this is for the after show.
Okay, I gotta warm up.
Yeah.
Sean,
Let me see.
1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. Listen. Sean's a 3. Sean's a 3. Sean's a 3.
John did 3?
Yeah. Sean's a 3.
Who's going next?
Abe.
Okay, wait. Does it have to be in a row, or can I do more now?
And if you can do more, try to do more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty good. 7's to beat. 7's the one to beat. Pete, do you have 3 seconds to see if you can beat 7?
Sorry.
look where you started.
When does this guy do 7?
See how a girl can make a man do anything he wants?
Alright. 7?
7's the one to beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Get out of here, cousin.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Let me crush
10.
that. Crush it.
It's his machine. It's his machine.
Lucky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Go on,
7,
Push.
8,
Push.
9,
One more.
10. Ah.
Nice.
10 is to beat.
Yeah.
How many do you think you could do? How many do you think you could do?
Maybe like 15, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to give it a quick try? Do you want to give it a quick try if you don't mind? Do you mind giving it a quick try? 15.
15, okay.
Kevin.
0. I ain't getting sucked into this.
Oh, Kevin's got a bad shoulder too.
Yeah.
Cool, you
He's got a bad
guys.
shoulder, so he got
Kevin
an
called
excuse.
me out and said I wasn't going down further.
You did
Thanks,
good.
Kevin.
You did good.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching another episode of Shop Talk. Please remember to press that subscribe button down at the bottom. Peace.
I did it.